Hi there, I'm Eshaan M reporting for Kids First. Today, I'm super excited to speak with Christina Liberus and Divine Garland, who play Perseus and Andromeda, respectively, in Life from Mount Olympus, an Onassis Foundation and TRAX podcast. Christina Liberus started performing at a young age when she joined a dance group through her elementary school. She attended the Urban Assembly School for the Arts, where she began acting through an after-school program. Divine Garland began his performance training at the Urban Assembly School as well. Although he pursued dance in college, Divine worked closely with the Epic Theatre Ensemble on various projects. Thanks so much, both of y'all, for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you for having us. I'm
Yes, thank
excited.
you for having us. Can't wait to get to the questions.
Yeah, and Divine, we're going to start with you so you get there quicker. So, as the protagonist of the podcast, how did you kind of successfully balance the integrity of a pretty well known character, Perseus, while also portraying him in a bit of a more modern light?
Um, hmm. I think that I really just connected with Perseus being like new to everything. I think that was the connection between us to where I was able to add a bit more modern context, like with the language. If you notice, like he speaks regular versus everyone else around him speaks with this more regal, have this regal
Yeah.
presence. And I thought that it was great to keep those exchanges because it shows how relatable he is being like new to everything and learning. I thought that everyone would be able to connect with that. So yeah, that was how.
That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. That's perfect. I think you did a really great job of that on the podcast. I feel like it doesn't go too, I guess, archaic, and at the same time, it maintains the integrity of the character as well. All right. So, Christina, what was the recording process like for Life from Mount Olympus?
Um, it was really different. I wasn't really expecting everything to be recorded on our phones, but due to COVID, we have to make do with what we have. So we would record our lines on our phones, and we would be over Zoom doing the lines and everything. And I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna come out, but I hope and I pray that it comes out well. And I remember they sent us an email of like the first episode that they did before releasing it. And I heard it, I was like, hold on, this
Yes.
sounds really great. Like
Shout out to
the
David
sound
Schulman.
effects, yes, the sound effects, the voice acting, everything, it just came to life. I was like, I can't wait for everybody to listen to this. This is really amazing. So it was hard at first. It was pretty rowdy at first. I had to tell the family to be quiet so they wouldn't get on the recording and everything. But once all that settled down and we really got into the lines and got into the acting, it was pretty seamless. It was really easy. It was really fun. And I had a great time doing it. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. I think podcasting is one thing that, I mean, it's had to go through a lot of adaptation for the pandemic, but what's
Yeah.
great is that it's a form that can really thrive in all settings because it's more audio based. So that's a great point. All right. So, Divine, what was your process of getting into character as Perseus?
Getting into character as Perseus. I think the writing helped a lot. Um, the writers did such a great job of uh creating like the statuses between characters. They did a really great job of setting that tone for Perseus and like the role. Also a lot of work from with Jalen and he has this thing where he does like these Instagram filters. And so like after acting, he's like, put on this Instagram filter, put on that Instagram filter. And like that really motivated me and inspired me to really get what I needed from the scene. So shout out to Jalen Livingston because he really pulled a lot out of me to get a lot of what you hear from Perseus.
That's wonderful, and it's great to hear that you've had that support structure as well.
Yeah.
As you're trying to get into character, because Percy is pretty distinctive in the way that he just acts in a lot of ways, and I think he's
Yes.
he's relatable to a lot of people as well. So I think that's great. So, Christina, what was your process, and maybe what was the most challenging part of getting into character as Andromeda?
Um, I don't really. Okay, so I wouldn't really say it was challenging getting into Andromeda because I'm not really sure if I remember, but they brought up from the stories that Andromeda was always brought up, but she was never really developed in the story. So the writers decided to bring Andromeda to life, and so that I felt like that gave me the freedom to really like put a spin on who I think Andromeda really was, and it was really fun being able to like really switch it up and uh see what works, and it was really fun doing that. It really gave me,
Absolutely.
a lot of options to work with.
Yeah, actually, I find it really interesting. I think we have a contrast right here where Divine's character, where Perseus is a bit more, I think, set in stone in terms of the writing and in terms of the mythology,
Yeah.
and Andromeda is a bit more up to interpretation, and like there's a lot of creative freedom that's involved there. Um, All right. So, Divine Perseus, as we've established, is a pretty distinctive character, and you've recorded a lot of episodes of Life from Mount Olympus. So, did you find yourself picking things up from his character, like lessons he learned, traits, or anything else, and applying them to your own life?
Yes. There was a conversation that Christina and I had about fate, and with Perseus, he has you like throughout the story, you see that he has a hard time accepting fate, and like he rejects just walking into like fully walking into and embodying who he's supposed to be. And I think like the main lesson is like you just have to step in it, like
Mm.
that feeling that you have inside, what you really really want to do. Like, yeah, you can, like for me, yeah, you can get a 9 to 5, yeah, you can work this, work that, but what is that thing that's really inside that you really want to do, like that's calling you, and like you're kind of like not feeling yourself because you know like there's something that you truly want to do. Just let that out. And I think that's the main lesson I've taken from like my journey with Perseus is like you got to just step in it, that feeling. You just have to step in it. Like if you see all of the signs are pointing into that direction, go take that chance, take that leap, because uh what's the best part is like knowing, like not knowing what's going to be next. And so yeah, that was something that I really took home with Perseus.
I really love that we've gone down this path in the conversation. And actually, I have one question for you, which is,
Yeah.
would you say that was your biggest takeaway from acting as Perseus, or voicing Perseus, or what would you say your biggest sort of lesson was?
My biggest lesson, yeah, no, I would definitely say that was my biggest lesson. Even in this process of auditioning for the role, like I haven't done a gig in a while, and this opportunity just popped up. And at first, like when I saw the names like Andre de Shields, like I was like, whoa, like is this even meant for me? Like, what's going on? Like, what is this sign? And I was even talking to my mom, and she was like, why wouldn't you do it? And then my mentor, Melissa Friedman, she's like, go for it. Like this, you would be great for it. And so I just really had to accept it, and audition for it and hope for the best. And look, I got to, play voice Perseus and here now. So yeah, that's definitely the biggest lesson that I would take from Perseus. And if you're listening, you should take that from Perseus as well. Like do it. Do it. Everything that's pointing in that direction, do it, because
Absolutely.
you're gonna regret it if you don't.
Yeah. And Christina, can you share with us anything that you've learned from working on Mount Olympus, whether it's like developing your character as Andromeda or anything else?
Um, I'm just thinking back to one of the scenes where Andromeda and Perseus was talking right after the incident with his grandfather, with the discus. And it was really that, and Andromeda was really being a supportive figure. She was really being a Perseus's backbone, you know. And me being the person that I am, I'm not really. I wouldn't say that I'm not a supportive person because I'm very supportive, but I'm always. But you know, that's the way where she was just not taking the lead, just giving advice when it's needed, you know. That's something that I took away. It's learning how to step back and giving that person the breathing space that they need and the time that they need to get through whatever they need to get through. And if they need me, I'm here, you know. So yeah.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, both of y'all, Divine and Christina, for speaking with me today. You can
Oh,
listen
thank
to
you.
Live from Mount Olympus on TRAX.fm right now. I'm Eshaan Mani reporting for Kids First, signing off. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications by ringing the bells so you don't miss our next interview or those of our amazing Kids First teammates. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.